Hello and welcome to Throwback Thursdays on the Armbar Arcade. Today we're playing Donkey Kong Country, a SNES classic, should I say, and the very first game that I bought for my SNES. I wouldn't credit it with getting me into retro gaming, but it was certainly a big part of, well, the first part of my retro games collection. So should we dive in? I'm going to go straight from the beginning, so we're not going to go from my save file that's got 30% on it. I think I've completed this at one point in my life, but not anytime recently. But I do love Donkey Kong Country. It's a really, really good SNES classic. So, and the intro song is super catchy. I wish it could play forever, but it just can't, because the rest of the music's great too. So I think David Wise was the composer for Donkey Kong Country. Really good soundtrack, as we're about to find out. It's a great platformer, super tight. Just an amazing game all round. Yeah, we out here, in the jungle. Here's Donkey Kong, the titular character. He can roll, he can jump, he can do all sorts of things. But his buddy Diddy Kong, well, or his brother? Is it his brother? I don't know. It's not like Mario and Luigi, is it? His friend, potentially brother, Diddy Kong, is here too. There's some crocodiles, and Donkey Kong has run off because he's been hit by a crocodile. We've got to be careful of that. But we're collecting bananas, we're doing okay. So these guys you can't touch for a start. I was going to say you can't you can't jump on them and instantly kill them. They're a bit stronger than that. His nephew, well done. I do sort of know my Donkey Kong lore, but not like very well at all, to be honest. So we're going to collect the K. I think if you collect all the letters of Kong, you get a life or some bananas or something. It has been a while since I played this, but that is the idea of Throwback Thursdays. We play games that we haven't played for a while. It's a bit of a throwback. So there we go, that's a save point. If we lose a life now, we start from there. Nothing in the DK barrel because we've already got Diddy Kong. There's a vulture throwing nuts. We're going to try and avoid the vulture throwing nuts because it's just not a good time really. We're going to roll into this crate. There we go. There's a rhinoceros. We ride the rhinoceros, as you do. Yeah, correct me if I get anything wrong about Donkey Kong lore because, you know, there's a fair bit to get wrong. Whee! And then we go in the secret entrance for tons of bananas. Yeah, that's more Star Fox, Preston. Doing a barrel roll it's a Nintendo thing, but not this Nintendo thing. Well, hey, a life. We needed a life. We're going to need a few lives here. Donkey Kong Country isn't difficult, but it gets harder as it goes on, and I really appreciate the shift in difficulty towards the end of the game. Another secret entrance. So this is a bit of a slot machine type mini game, and if we get it right, hopefully we can get loads of bananas. Loads of bananas? No. Something's happened. It sounded like a good thing. Okay, well that's the thing that happened. We're going to make our way towards the exit, and we're going to actually take the exit this time, and that's stage 1. So yeah, a bit of history on my retro games collection. I started collecting consoles and games at boot fairs, and one of the first retro consoles I found at a boot fair was a SNES with Donkey Kong Country. I remember testing it on like a TV in the kitchen and being amazed that it sort of worked still, because the thing's as old as me. Like, it's from, I think it's from 92. Am I right in saying that? I can't remember the exact release date over here, but it's pretty much as old as me, so I wasn't holding up much hope for it to work, but it did. And it gave us such amazing graphics as these. Hopefully it's not too dark, because this stage is a little bit rainy. We've got some armadillos attacking us. You never really want armadillos attacking you, but it's better than crocodiles. We're attacking the crocodiles at the moment, but I'm sure they'll have their revenge later on. There's a save point, a TNT Okay, we could just blow ourselves up. I mean, that's not what I intended to do, but it worked. Let's grab... Oh, there we go. Let's grab our uncle, Donkey Kong. It is a weird gaming relationship. I can't think of that many nephews and uncles in video games. Lots of brothers, not that many nephews and uncles. If you can think of any more, do comment them while we just fall down a hole, because there's holes in the jungle. 94, that sounds right. Or maybe a bit... I think the game was 94, but the console was earlier. I think that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, it's just such a tight little platformer. The only platformer that I can think of that has even tighter controls and is as enjoyable is Super Mario World, again for the SNES. I did consider playing that today, but I thought seeing as this was one of the first retro games in my collection, it was a good thing for the first ever proper Throwback Thursday. I know we did have a little test the other week, but it didn't count to... Oh, okay. So, it turns out I'm not as good at this as I was at Sonic. Which is surprising, because I think I played maybe even a little bit more of this. But it's... We'll get into it. We'll ease ourselves in. The good thing is there are... If we get... Okay. Yeah, F's in the chat for Nay just being absolutely awful. If we get far enough, there are legit save points where we don't have to restart the game completely. Which is an advantage this game had over Sonic. There we go. That's it. We've got to make the armadillos... That's that same armadillo. I will get you. Wow. So, yeah, I apologise for my awful gameplay here, but... It's one of those things where streaming sort of... Your mind's on two things instead of one, so... Your platforming skills suffer just a little bit. There we go, we got him. Let's grab our nephew and let's not fall down that hole again. What is the secret to this? Do we need to jump up on here, maybe? No? Okay, we'll just... There we go. That wasn't even a difficult jump, like... I'm worried for when the actual tough platforming gets going, because there's a minecart stage, and I remember that being... Not tough, but it was certainly challenging. I like that the armadillos just roll straight off the edge if you dodge them. Like, they don't really have much self-preservation sense. They're just like, hey, I'm going to get him. Oh, no, I've missed. And now. Okay, let's get the G. I don't know if we've got the KON, though. We have! We've got the Kong. That's another life for us. Excellent. So we're going to go to Cranky's cabin, and he's like, I don't know, Grandfather Kong, I suppose. He's just going to give us some advice about extra life balloons. Yep, we will grab any extra life balloons we see. Thanks for that. Let's move on swiftly. To Reptile Rumble. More crocodiles, it seems. So if you've got any favourite SNES games, tell me about them, because, you know, I'm going to need some more SNES games to play for other Throwback Thursdays, and I might even own them. I've got a bit of a SNES collection, but it could be better, let's be honest. SNES games can tend to be kind of expensive over here, because people kind of remember it as a very classic console, alongside the Mega Drive. In Europe, we kind of enjoyed both equally. I think in the USA, the SNES was much more of a dominant force, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about the NES and the Master System there. Another bonus stage. It's kind of like an auto stage, this one. You don't even have to do anything. It just collects loads of bananas for you, which is handy. Super Mario World is good. I will play Super Mario World at some point for Throwback Thursday. I have to. It's another one where, like, if you're not fully concentrating, the game is absolutely the toughest thing. But, you know, we'll get over it. As will Diddy Kong. We'll just have to get him back at some point. There we go. We got these wasp enemies. Don't like them. The sound they make is kind of a bit realistic for my liking as well. It's like, oh, that sounds very waspy. There we go. This is a save point. Can we get the N? It's being guarded by this. I guess that's more of a hornet because it's like red, but I could be wrong. There's Diddy. As he does like a reverse backflip, I guess. I don't know. That was some cool moves from Diddy Kong there. Gonna grab a few more bananas. These tires bounce you really high. I like it. Oh, the jumping crocodiles are. You have to have your wits about you to jump over those crocodiles. This is a literal snake pit, but it's fine. We've charmed them. Oh, more jumping crocodiles. You either have to go over or under, but you really have to decide like early whether or not you're going to go over or under, otherwise you just end up botching it. And no one likes a botch. There's the exit. We're doing okay. Yeah, to be fair, for 1994, these graphics are absolutely on point. I had forgotten how good they were. I think it's got a sort of faux 3D effect on. Also, the best music in the game. It's the underwater stage, but I love this music. David Wise is an absolute genius. This is... Can we touch the fish? I don't think we can touch the fish. I'm going to avoid them just in case. But yeah, just enjoy this absolute banger. It's so relaxing. I would put this on to sleep to. I mean, I have done. You can just forget your troubles, pretend you're underwater, without the danger of drowning like Sonic, you know. And even the underwater stages, like the controls are fine. Some underwater stages are annoying in terms of controls, but it's just nice. It's just a really nice stage. It's a SNES MR, which is... it's hard to say, but it's a really good expression for this music. We're going to grab ourselves a swordfish. Is that a swordfish? Correct me if I'm wrong. Identifying fish is not what this stream is about. Oh no, come back, swordfish. We need you. So if you hit something while you're on the swordfish, you don't lose a life, you just lose the swordfish. He sort of runs off, which is fine. You can also do a sort of pronking maneuver with the fish. How successful that is depends on your aim. But you can sort of avoid stuff with it as well. You can literally kill fish with it. Yeah, on guard the sword. Is that his name? On guard the swordfish. Not only is this game really fun to play and has great music, they've got wonderful character names, if that's true. I assume it is, because Preston seems to be like the authority on these sort of things. Double swordfish. Just in case Donkey Kong wanted one too. He didn't seem to get on it though, so we'll just leave it behind, it's fine. Oh, that was a close call. We're going to wait for this one just to preserve our swordfish while we can. But yeah, if I had to vote for the most relaxing underwater theme in video games, it would be this. It's amazing. I will not stop going on about it until we get like above ground at least. We've had some pearls fired at us. Aha, the exit's getting close. There's a G, so we've got K and G. We've just got Kug. We missed the on part, but it's okay. Jolly Roger Bay from Mario 64. Interesting. If you hum it, then I'll know how it goes. Unfortunately, I won't be able to hear you, so you know. But we're on to Barrel Cannon Canyon, which is a bit of a tongue twister. Barrel Cannon Canyon. Yeah, that's the name of the stage. So we're back out from underwater. There are a few more underwater stages, as I recall. But we're onto the barrel cannon part, which is... it's a good part. There's no one in there, because we've got both our characters. There we go. We're going to go underneath him. It's just easier. And here are the barrel cannons. Straight into a crocodile though, but it did kill him, so that's fine. I say kill. If it's Nintendo, it's probably it knocked him out for a bit. You can't kill things in video games. Not in Nintendo games, anyway. Just fire ourselves at the floor then, I guess. What about this one? Aha. Did Donkey Kong just float for a minute? Like, I don't know if you guys saw that, but he just sort of floated alongside the barrel. He wasn't actually in it. Triple kill. So this is where it starts to get fun, because the gameplay mechanics of this Donkey Kong game, it does a lot of experimental stuff for the SNES, and it's really good. Like, lining up these barrels is fun. The minecart stuff, which we're about to experience in a little bit, is fun. Everything about this game is just so well done. Like, between this and Super Mario World for best platformer, and like, that's best platformer in my opinion on any console, so for those to be for the SNES is incredibly impressive considering the hardware. I just don't think, I think platformers peaked in the 90s. I don't think we've had anything since where it's been like, oh wow, this is the best platformer ever. But you may disagree. What is the best platformer ever? Another chat question for you. Oh, fine then. Just abandon us, nephew. So now we've got to avoid the bees as well, or the wasps. I assume they're wasps, because like, wasps are a bit more hardcore than bees. Ah! Let's try that again, shall we? Little Big Planet. That's a suggestion, yeah. I mean, I didn't play a whole lot of Little Big Planet, but the customizability of it and the sort of more modern touches seem very cool. Was that a DK barrel? It was. Let's grab Diddy Kong while we can. Let's actually swap out to Diddy Kong because he's a little bit easier to control as well, I find. They do have little subtle control differences, which I think is good, seeing as you've got sort of two different characters. You might as well have them control a little bit differently. And then he comes down, we jump on him. And then they jump up. Nice. Everything's about timing in this, I think. There's a lot of stuff that's based entirely on timing. Like this. Please don't fire us at a wasp. Come on. Be kind. Rewind. Apparently that was a terrible film. It was like Jack Black in it as far as I recall. Oh, not straight into a wasp. No! That's not what I meant to do. It's not what I meant to do at all. Mega Man, that's I always see Mega Man come up in like good platforming game lists, and I've just never really given him a try. So maybe that's something we could do for Throwback Thursday. Like, I'm all for playing stuff that I've got nostalgia for, but I'm also all for discovering new nostalgic classics. So, you know, if you've got suggestions for Throwback Thursdays, I guess you can at me on Twitter, or I am at some point going to set up the Discord for Armbar Arcade. I've been meaning to, but I've had an incredibly busy week this week. On Monday I saw... I should stop talking because I just do worse when I'm talking, but I saw the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, which was amazing. Enjoyed that on Monday. Had a big Yakuza 6 session on Tuesday. Went to see The Prodigy. Let me just show you my Prodigy t-shirt. Yesterday. Very cool. And now the camera won't go back. There we go. We're still in the barrel. It's fine. That's the jump. So much precise platforming. And it's not even like normal platforming. It's sort of tense barrel-based platforming here. I'm getting well into this though. I remember why it's one of my favourite games ever. Oh, F's in the chat, please. It's alright, the challenge makes it better. That's what I keep telling myself. Come on, Donkey Kong. Let's have both of them. It gives us more of a chance to succeed. Throw some explosives. That's good. Oh, don't fall off the edge. Right, we're going to do it this time. This is the one. We're going to have a big concentrate. That's one thing I need to do more on stream, is just concentrate on what I'm doing. There's like speedrunners that just... they don't even look at the chat. That's how much they're concentrating, whereas I'm just... I don't know, I guess I enjoy interacting with the chat as well as playing. It's just, if I've got a friend over, I can just talk to them, whereas the chat requires some sort of reading. Oh, that was pretty tight. But I'll take it, it's fine. Now, not into the wasp. Yes! Told you it was the one. Now, let's not get caught out at the end. Is there a G for our Kong? There is! Another life. See, I like the balance of extra lives and difficulty. Like, there's a lot of extra lives. There's a fair bit of difficulty. That's the way you want it, really. You don't want not enough lives, but you also don't want too much difficulty. Is that the same thing? You don't want too many lives as well. It's a balance. So we're going to save, which means if we completely fail, we can come back to this point where we've completed 8% of the game. Which seems like quite a lot, but it does get harder, and here's Very Naughty, who is a rat. We're going to go into Very Naughty's lair. I love the boss names in this. They're brilliant. So we've got to jump on Very Naughty. In classic Nintendo boss style, it's just like jump on their head. He's got a bit of a weird jump pattern, but it's nothing we can't handle. We've killed him. It's a short boss, but it's the first boss, so... But yeah, we're doing okay at video games. Which is good for, like, a video game channel. So these are the monkey mines we're going to enter. First off is Winky's Walkway. I remember these stage names, but like... Oh, the music for the mines is really good as well. David Wise did a real job on this soundtrack. Like, it's one of the real sort of reference sound. If I was going to make video game music, which I do, and will be doing, David Wise is a big, big inspiration. Oh, let's get the frog. We're going to ride the frog. Bonus points if anyone knows the frog's name, by the way. He can jump super high and like super far, so he's an asset to the team. Now there's some rats coming out of a toxic barrel. I think they're rats. I don't know, there's something. Obviously there's something. Here we go, bonus stage. Lots of bananas and the N for Kong. This is going to feed into our extra lives. Axel F. I don't think the frog is called Axel F. Even the crazy frog wasn't called Axel F. He just covered, I think, Axel F's chew. I don't know. Let's not bring up the crazy frog in this stream. Oh, we nearly didn't make that. Gonna grab another one of those. If you get 3, I think you get to do a bonus stage, so we'll try and do that. Grab the G. Another extra life. How well are we doing? I mean, I've been surprising myself on stream. I know, obviously, we didn't do very well at the start, but we won't mention that. Anyone who's just joined will be like, oh, he's doing so well. Hopefully. Right, Minecart Carnage, I remember, is a bit of a difficult stage, so we'll see how we handle it. But there's minecarts, and the music's good, so... Here we go. We're in a minecart, which you'd think would make things easier, but travelling towards things at high speed on broken railway tracks, it's not that easy, as any rail enthusiast will tell you. There's the O. It's hard to collect all the Kong letters on these stages because you have to remember when to jump. Okay. We got the save point, so we'll go back there if we fail, which is more than likely because look at all these minecarts that have just been discarded in the middle of the track, and I don't know why we failed there. We just didn't jump. Sometimes you don't jump. Right, we're going to try that again. Let's see if we can do any better. The lead for my SNES controller is incredibly short. I would say it's about a meter out of the SNES, so I've got to lean forward for this. Right, just Donkey Kong in the cart. Diddy Kong's decided to bail on us. And that minecart came up very, very fast. Yeah, this is actually a look into how Southeastern run HS1. And the new Elizabeth line. This is also how the Elizabeth line is going to run. Oh, any chance to drag Southeastern, you know. Nice. Pressure platforming. I missed the extra life. But it's okay, we're still going. We're still going. That is an incredible... Oh. I was going to say it's an incredible uphill gradient, but I probably should have been watching out for crocodiles. This is one of those games where it really pays to memorise the stages. Which I did, just like 5 years ago. There we go, extra life. And you can get that every single time, so you don't actually lose any lives if you're bad at this stage, as long as you can collect that every single time. There's a crocodile. It's a classic Armbar arcade thing when you're stressed, just to sort of elongate your syllables. Oh. Okay. No! No! Okay, we can do this. We can do this. It's a tough stage, this one. It's not actually that tough, it's just memorization, timing, and remembering that 6 people are watching you. Watching me fail as well. Okay, we can do this. The worst thing is, like, you can see it's not tough. Like, every time I fail, it's my mistake. Which is the sign of a great platformer, but also I don't want to make mistakes. It's tense. Ah! I could see it coming, so I was like, I better jump, and then I just jumped straight onto the obstacle, so what was the point? But yeah, the minecart stages... the minecart stages of Donkey Kong Country are absolutely classic. My coughing fit basically cost me a life there. Nice. Not nice. They appear so quickly. It's tough. I want a big celebration in the chat when we finish this stage. This has been the toughest one so far. Doing alright. We're not doing alright. Oh, we're not doing alright at all. I apologise if my voice is a bit hoarse as well. Like I said, I went to see the Prodigy yesterday, which kind of killed my voice. Just ran straight into it. Oh, every time. It's getting silly now, isn't it? This is what I say about the minecart stage, though. You'd think it'd be fairly simple, but it's just not. It's all a part of Donkey Kong Country, though. We can agree that the greatest platformers make you want to play the same stage over and over again, even though it's tough. If only I could get that life every time. This is our best shot, though. Oh, we did it. There we go. That was far tougher than it should have been. Okay. And breathe. Because there's another tough stage. It's Bouncy Bonanza. And I'm losing my voice already. I'm not used to talking this much. Like, Armbar Arcade is the most talking I will do in a week. This one's tough in different ways. It's all about these bouncy tyres. Should I go for the K? Yeah, let's do it. Special K. Some tight platforming required on this level for sure. I love that bouncy noise. Boing, 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 boing. I think we can jump on these guys. We can't jump on these guys. Best to find out now, though. Right, better neutralise this dude. Now, where's the DK barrel? We need Diddy back. Bring back Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong for Smash. I think he's in Smash, actually. No need to start that campaign. Is he in Smash? Someone tell me if he's in Smash. I know for sure that he's in Diddy Kong Racing, but that's his game. We've got the save point anyway, so that's a start. I find the save point seems to be usually about a third of the way through each stage. They sort of make it a little bit harder to clear the stages. Is it up here? How do we do this? I don't think you can wall jump, so I need the tire. No, don't lose the tire. Do not lose that tire. We need it. We need the tire. See, it's got a little bit of puzzling to it as well. You got to bring the tire with you, and then you can jump high enough to continue. I like platformers with a little bit of puzzling, a little bit of everything in them. Like, this is mainly timing and skill, but puzzling's fun too. There's the DK barrel. Come join us, Diddy. We're having a great time. Well, I am anyway. Now, where will this drop lead to? Hopefully not Oblivion, you know. Unless it's the Elder Scrolls Oblivion, in which case, yeah, you know, lead to that, that's fine. We're going to grab our froggy friend once again, and he's going to make the stage a little bit easier. Oh, he's on the loose. There we go. We got him back. It's funny when he gets trapped between like two really near platforms. It's just like, it's fine. He's been contained. Also, you can get rid of those annoying wasps. Like, Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong kind of struggle with getting rid of the wasps. The frog just does not care. He's like, nah, mate. No wasp in here. It's illegal to wasp in these premises. Which means you can focus on your platforming, which is good. Nice, we've got another life as well. We're making our way towards the exit on the frog. Or a bonus stage, either way. Up we go. Lots of bananas. Yeah, we got most of the bananas. I'm not too bothered. And there's the exit. That was pretty good. That was a lot easier than the minecart level. I think we can all agree. Here's something that isn't easier than the minecart level. This is Stop and Go Station. And if you haven't played Donkey Kong Country, this is like the first irritating stage. But it's fun. It's just irritating too. Also, if you have epilepsy of any kind, like, try not to watch this too much, because the red and green is, so yeah, you stop the enemies and like the action, and then they go when it says go, so you just have to make sure you're not in hitting distance of any enemies when it's green. See, they're really, really fast, so you're basically going to get caught unless you turn it to stop and run past them. Which I think is a great game mechanic. That's just like, I don't know, Nintendo were really onto something when they made this game. I was not onto something when I made that jump though. Right, here we go. It's on go. Donkey Kong just didn't fancy doing this stage. He's run off. But he's back now, so it's fine. This is one of those ones where it's almost easier just to run all the way through it without thinking too much. But then every now and then there's a little bit of puzzle where it's like, you have to think about it, otherwise you mess up. So I appreciate them doing that. Like, it makes me enjoy the game more. It's just a little bit mean of them. Oh. No. Anyone played Mario v Donkey Kong for the Game Boy Advance? I haven't. I did buy a Game Boy Advance game which arrived yesterday though. So if anyone's got any guesses as to what that is, I'll give you a clue. It came from Japan and is a Japanese Game Boy Advance game. So the Game Boy Advance is regionless, so it's fine to buy Japanese Game Boy Advance games. But I bought it because it's incredibly expensive in Europe, but not so in Japan. So if you have any idea as to what that is, then hit me up. Okay. You can relax when you're on a safe bit, but when you're running through these... Okay, we'll just die to a tiny crocodile and... Okay. Okay. Here's what I got anyway. It's WarioWare Twisted, which is WarioWare for the Game Boy Advance, but it has a gyro sensor, so it fits in the top, and all the games you actually tilt your Game Boy Advance around to do the mini games, which is really cool. But it made it kind of a rarity in Europe, so it's like 50 quid in Europe, but it was about 11 quid for the Japanese version. And WarioWare is so simple that you can kind of pick up what you're supposed to do in each game. You don't need the game to tell you about it. Oh. There's pros and cons to rushing through this stage. Oh, it's going to be tight. Okay, it's fine. I missed. I completely missed that. That's on me. Taxi Rider is not for the Game Boy Advance, Nick, and it never will be. It shouldn't have even been for the PS2, really. pressure platforming here. It's great though. It's weird because like when you feel like, oh, I'm under pressure, like usually people don't enjoy that, but for some reason when it's pressure platforming where it's just extremely precise. I thought the O was going to be in a place where you could just jump down and get it, but I really just messed up on that, didn't I? Like I say, stop and go station, it's annoying. As well designed as it is, it's just a bit annoying. I like it, it's a wonderful stage, but... Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. We've got one more chance at it before we have to reset, but I don't think we've got to play any stages again as far as I know. If we have to do the minecart stage again, then I am just incredibly sorry. Not that sorry, because it's a really good game, but a little bit sorry. Okay, this rushing through tactic is working. It's just also making me make very silly mistakes that could be avoided. Nice. We're going to miss the O. There's no point in getting the O. Right, there we go. We've got a save point. That's good. It's good stuff. Ah. That was our one chance to neutralise this guy. But we're going to try and run with him and then get stop. And it's go, but I think we're safe. 3 mini crocodiles. We're going to try and jump over them all. That's nice. Maybe roll this. Yeah, we're going to need it to hit that. And then we're going to jump on him. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, that was very close to us being murdered, but we were not murdered, so we're going to carry on. Right, moving platform. It gets harder. But it's fine. Okay, the exit's close. Come on. We can... Oh, I missed it. No, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. No, 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 no. Okay. First game over. But physically that was very tiring and stressful. Are we going to have to play the minecart stage again? Maybe. We're going to play Very Naughty's Lair again. Okay. It's fine. With the knowledge we've gained, we can easily progress. I say this as we nearly get killed by... Nope. We do get killed by Very Naughty. Right. It's about keeping the exact right distance away from him so you can just jump under him. But that should do him. One more? 2 more? Yeah, there we go. One step forward, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. That's our motto. Right, back to Winky's Walkway. This is an easy stage though. It's got great music and, you know, we're in no rush. We're trying to enjoy this classic SNES game. I think it'd be a shame to only play every stage once. There's so many little hidden bits as well that maybe we'll discover something new. I wonder, there must be speedruns for Donkey Kong Country. I wonder what skips there are people can do. There must be some sort of interesting skips that happen. We're not going to find them because I'm nowhere near that level. But we did get another life, which is nice. some more bananas. And our third one of these, which means a bonus stage, I think. No, because it's not on the same continue, so it doesn't matter. Our first one of those. The bonus stages are interesting. Hopefully I'll get to show you one. You have to collect 3 of the same golden animal. Right, up to minecart carnage. If we concentrate, I can do this in one, but if we don't, then we're going to struggle. So the first bit's kind of easy. It's not super easy, but you do well to lose here. That being said, I probably now am just going to fall straight off. You follow the bananas for the first bit, but the second bit has some misleading bananas. And all the crocodiles coming at you. Okay, a bonus stage in the middle of this. Interesting. So yeah, the bonus stages, basically you collect bananas in the shape of whatever animal the bonus stage is based on. So this one is Armbar the swordfish. And basically we just whiz through collecting all of these, and I think we get to keep whatever number we get in bananas. So we get lots of extra lives at the end of this. Not saying I'm doing that well at it, but we should get a couple of extra lives at least. Hopefully we can find a big open area where we can just zoom. That's it. Gonna aim for maybe 300 bananas. I think that's a fair number to collect. Obviously the ones we've already got we can't get again, so yeah, the bonus stages are fun. Like, collecting 3 of the same animal is something you can do over the course of playing the levels, and it doesn't really interrupt gameplay apart from the fact we were literally jumping over something in the minecart, so we'll see. The fastest time for Donkey Kong Country is 31 minutes 59, and I've been playing for 51 minutes, so guess I'm not getting the speedrun record anytime today. Also, we've been sent back to the beginning of the stage, because that's what happens when you do a bonus stage. This is the price we pay for extra bananas. If only we'd gone to Asda. Right, now when do the crocodiles come in? It's not yet. Oh no. Oh no. No. No, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. At least we got some extra lives. It is a tough game. I would challenge you guys, if you can, to, you know, if you can get it on the Wii U or the 3DS or the Switch. I don't know if the Switch has eShop yet, but if you can get it on any type of eShop, just give it a go and see for yourself how precise the platforming is. It's great, but it's precise. It's like Super Mario World. It challenges you to the maximum level of SNES games. There we go. At least we've got the save point. Probably going to need it. Let's be real. Right, here come the crocodiles. We're not safe from here on. Love the music though. The number of times David Wise uses the main theme in interesting and clever ways. Oh, we only had Cog. I didn't get the end, so it was pointless losing Diddy Kong to that. We can still do it though. Just got to avoid these dudes. Come on. Oh no! The double jump! I knew I shouldn't, but I was worried. I was worried about the minecarts. I saw the exit sign. It's good to expand your horizons, Nick. Sonic's fine, but Donkey Kong just has the extra edge. I like both. I think Donkey Kong's got actually faster platforming than Sonic. I know Sonic's touted as extremely fast platforming, but this whole stuff with minecarts, like some Sonic stages, you literally have to stop and wait for things to go past. I knew that was going to happen, and I let it happen. And you thought we'd passed the minecart stage. Well, you were wrong. So was I. Come on, let's get this minecart going. Let's get the party started in this minecart. Big concentration. It's very easy to preempt stuff as well, like you know something's coming, so you jump a bit too early and end up landing on it. A great example of that just now. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Crocodile. Exit. There we go. That was better. That was definitely a lot easier than last time. Bouncy Bonanza. Oh, joy. This wasn't too bad last time, but I remember having struggled with it in the past, so I'm worried that this time is going to be the time that we mess it up. We'll see, though. Oh! No, thank you. I don't want to get jumped on. Oh! It's such a tight game. If only we had our nephew with us. Oh, there you are. Let's swap him over, because I really feel like Diddy Kong is that little bit faster. Even if he's not, it just feels like he is. I do have Diddy Kong Racing. Maybe that's a throwback Thursday for another time. It's like Mario Kart 64, just worse. And Mario Kart 64 is no great shakes, if I'm honest. Like, in terms of Mario Kart games, I'd probably rank it as one of the worst. Unpopular opinion, probably, but that's just what I think. There's a save point. We got this. We're doing fine. It's whenever I start to say that we end up messing up, I know, so... These bouncy crocodiles, man, they're going to be the end of me. I think they're all supposed to be like minions of King K. Rool, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Donkey Kong doesn't have any bad games. As far as I know, I've got Tropical Freeze on the Wii U and I just haven't played it. But Donkey Kong Country's good. Country 2 and 3 are apparently as good. I think I've got 2, but I bought it on a Japanese cart and I've got like an adapter, but it didn't work, so I can't remember if I've actually got 2. I think I've got 2 on the Wii U. Unpopular console, I know, but so's jumping down a hole. You know, that's pretty unpopular as well. But no, the eShop on there, like you can get Earthbound, which is a great game on there. You can get Donkey Kong Country 2 and I think 3 is on there. It's just handy to have games that, you know, are fairly expensive and you can't really get anywhere else. So I don't mind the Wii U. I think it's got some decent titles and yeah, it didn't sell very well, but nor did the Dreamcast. And we all know what I think about the Dreamcast. Oh, no, I want the frog. I need the frog. The frog makes completing this level bearable. Mario Kart DS is the best Mario Kart game. If you think so, Nick. I mean, I like Double Dash. I really like Mario Kart Wii. And I think Mario Kart 8 actually, for me, exceeded my expectations. And I know it's kind of an unpopular thing to choose the latest game in the series as the best, but it's just got all the tracks, all the karts, all the characters, and all the polish of a modern game, which I think Mario Kart 64 and SNES kind of suffered from. I know they're the classic ones, but they're just not for me, really. Oh, yeah. No, we good. We good. We don't need the DK barrel. Ah, these two dudes. It's fine, it's fine. We've got invincibility, so we might as well use it. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's a jumpy boy. There is a jumpy boy. I think we're going to have to start naming these crocodiles. These ones are jumpy boys. We've got the fast boys in stop-go station, which, I mean, they're worse. The fast boys are just scary. They've got, like, red eyes as well. Okay. Carefully. Carefully. Oh, okay, that's fine. We need some bananas, let's be real. We need as many lives as we can possibly get. Let's get that last banana, why not? No bonus or anything for it, it's just there to be got. The Nintendo Switch is better. I'm sure the Nintendo Switch is better than the Wii U. I mean, I wasn't really saying the Wii U was the best Nintendo console or anything, but A, I don't have a Switch, so I need to be getting one, and B, I think the eShop for it, they're releasing games like gradually onto it, so I'm not sure if you can get stuff like Earthbound and that yet, but I'm sure when the full selection of Nintendo games is up on the Switch eShop, it will just be the ultimate collection of Nintendo games. Oh, and a jump. I think we need to spend a little time just calming ourselves in the safe areas. I think running through this all in one go is a mistake. So yeah, these are the fast boys. They're scary, they're fast, they're sort of Halloween crocodiles, if you will. There we go, we're going to set it to stop again. In fact, we're going to wait, because if you have any sort of pause, it becomes really quite difficult to continue running through the level. Right, okay. We're back. What have we got? We've got a big jump. We've got that dude. And they're going to wake up. They're going to wake up. Okay. That's a gap we cannot clear. There's the save point. We're doing better. We've got like 8 lives as well to be doing this. So we need to kill this dude. That's just a requirement. Unfortunately we don't. So we have to do that instead. Not too bad. Mini crocodile. We can deal with him. We can deal with all 3 of these dudes. We're going to grab our nephew once again. We're going to take our spare tyre. We're going to swap to Diddy Kong because I just prefer him. We're going to stop. Oh. Yeah, if you waste any time. Oh, that's not great. We're going to have to jump backwards and then quickly jump forwards. That was tight. That was tight. Okay. To the N. We've got K and N, so we've got no chance of making Kong. But let's jump on this moving platform. Okay. And then this one. Okay. We're doing it. Let's do a quick run to the exit. So there's the next one. There's the next one. Oh, no. It was never going to work. Are the jumpy animals Landy's sidekicks? I don't think so, because Chai is Landy's sidekick as far as I'm aware. He seems quite obsessed with him. He's like, Landy-sama will be pleased. They don't look much like Chai. They're not like Gollum from Lord of the... I can never do that. Why can I never do that? Lord of the Rings, but at the same time... If we could just have Diddy Kong and Donkey Kong for like the end of this stage, we would be perfectly fine. But it's just... Seems like we're incapable. I'm not bad at SNES games, I'm just not good at SNES games. Oh, great. Well done. Where's the tyre gone? Oh, there it is. It's just despawned and respawned somewhere else. Okay, now is the time. Now is the time. We got extra bananas. We got a tight jump. We can do it. It's just not the time for silly mistakes, is it? we've still got 6 lives, so I don't see us failing completely. I just see us... Am I feeling tired? Ha, ha, ha. Well done, Preston. I still can't do that. To be fair, I fell asleep about 3 times at work today just waiting for things to happen. So, I am actually quite tired, and obviously the pun on tyre, very clever. Interestingly though, do you guys use an I for tyre? Because I'm pretty sure we spell it T-Y-R-E. It's another like Americanism that I just wasn't aware of. There we go, right, we've done it right this time. There's the stop. Here comes the intense platforming. Jump on this dude. Okay. We're doing okay, we've got both of them. That's what we need, we need both of them. We need to make this jump. I just wish for once we could do something right, you know. It's that classic SNES difficulty. Did that barrel just go right through him? Because I'm sure we hit him with that. I can guarantee we hit him with that barrel and it did nothing. It did absolutely nothing to him. He is an invincible boy. Not only is he a fast boy, he is an invincible boy. And we're just not about invincible enemies. They're probably not, you know, but... Oh, come back here, tyre. There we go, right, it's on stop. This is going to be tight. This is going to be very tight. It's changing back. There we go. Why do we leave it till the last second? Right, this is not a tough gap to make. It just takes a little bit of thought. Right, nice. This is the last bit. Now, oh, nice. Okay, okay. Then there's the one with the tyre. Oh, oh. Okay. We have totally cheesed that ending, but it doesn't matter. We've done it. We've done it. Okay, Candy save point. We need you, Candy. Please save our game. Oh yeah. We've done okay. How many percent were we through the game? Let's just have a look. 14%. Now, because I'm an old man, I just need to, like, I'm sitting on my bed. I need to click my knees, so give me one moment. This is like, do you know when you just, your knees seize up? And it's an old man thing, I know. I'm only like 26, but I've just got these old man knees. So, there we go. That's much better. Oh, the things we do for streams, eh? So we are 14% through. And moving on to Millstone Mayhem. Interesting name. Yoga with Nadri. I love it. This is the Sleeping Lotus pose. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, really. It's time for Millstone Mayhem. It's the Millstone pose. Now, this is kind of like Egyptian levels based. So there's TNT, you know, because all the pharaohs were buried with their fair share of C4 and TNT and other explosives. We're going to grab our nephew. Here we go. So this is... I don't know exactly what you call it, but we just run under them. We don't really pay too much attention to them. But it's cool to have all like the ruins and like the Age of Empires sounding music and the pan flutes. David Wise is a great composer. Whoever programmed this is a great video game programmer. Everyone involved with this game is generally excellent, to be honest. That's my thoughts on Donkey Kong Country. Pretty sure I reviewed it at one point for my review blog. I believe I gave it a 92 out of 100. I don't know what the 8 points were taken off for, just because it's not perfect, but you know, what game is? Down here, and then we get a small chance to jump up. These guys can't jump all the way up that ramp, so you have to be a little bit careful. But they can jump up that one. It's like learning all the enemy patterns is part of Donkey Kong Country. Which AC/DC Which AC/DC song would you insert here, Preston? Please tell me. Grab some more TNT and use it on a snake. Who else would use TNT on a snake? Like, there's not many people. Alright, we got a tyre. Oh. The sound effect. Right. So we're going to try and use the tyre to jump up to that upper platform, maybe? Seems kind of risky. I might go to the lower platform. Or... Oh, I don't know about that. That's made it worse, hasn't it? Jumping onto a tyre. Okay, we can do it. That's what I thought would happen. That is exactly what I thought would happen when we pushed that tyre on there, and I was right. I didn't ever give a game 100%. The closest anything got, I think, was Shenmue 2 got 96? Or 97, it got quite a lot, and I'm willing to reflect upon that with the Shenmue remaster and having played Yakuza since Shenmue, and I feel like it's a better version of Shenmue. I am willing to regrade games once I play them again. Nothing ever got 0% either, but something did get... Oh. No! 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 He fell. He fell to his death. Nothing ever got 0%, but something did get 1%, which was a number chaser for the Amstrad CPC. Or, no, I think the Commodore Plus 4. And the problem with that was, it was like an estimation learning game. So it'd give you sums, and it'd be like, yeah, what's, I don't know, 269 plus 400? And you'd be like, it's like 649, I guess. If I've remembered the numbers I just said correctly. So yeah, it'd say that, and then it'd expect you to estimate the answer, so you weren't even trying to get the right answer. And I was just like, not only was the controls terrible, and like, the general graphics and gameplay and music were terrible, but like, it didn't even want you to get the right answer. It was just an estimation game, and I'm like, this is hardly even a game at this point. Like, educational games are bad. Not bad, but do you mind? Are generally quite poor anyway. To be fair though, the best educational game I can think of is this one, which teaches you to stay away from dangerous snakes. No, it's there's a game called Zoombinis. I don't know if anyone's ever played it. I was bought it as an educational game on the PC when I was a kid, but it's full of maths puzzles, and you guide little blue things along a map and they all get to safety, and it's just a really cool concept and something that I grew up with, that got remastered recently on Steam, which I bought, and it's just as good. So that's probably the best educational game I can think of. And 3 snakes in a row, yeah. I had another one called Maths Blaster, which was okay, but it wasn't as good as Zoombinis as far as I remember. I don't think I've heard TNT by AC/DC. Don't like murder me, but not a massive AC/DC fan. The best part of failing on this stage is it's the first stage after a save point, so I can literally just try again if we completely fail. Not that we should, but... Ooh, snakes. Yeah, we'll just let that tyre go, I think. Because we can duck under here and then there's no need to do anything fancy. 3 more snakes. Big jump. Alright, we've got to be careful here. Come on, nephew. Cool. Up these stairs. Ah, man, this vulture. I don't see him early enough. I feel very clumsy tonight. Like, usually these type platformers require a certain state of mind, and just with the week I've had, it's been kind of frantic. So I'm playing as a frantic Donkey Kong player rather than a calm and measured one, and it really isn't paying us much
I don't even know what phrase I was going to use there, so let's concentrate on getting these snakes. Jump in the gap. Let's grab ourselves some more lives and we'll just come straight back onto that stage and make sure we can actually smash it this time. What you can do is keep going into, I think it's, what was the stage called? Winky's something. If you go in that stage, you can get like endless power-ups. I think you can get like, not power-ups, lives. You can get, I think 4 or 5 lives per time you enter that stage. And then you've got like 30 lives for the rest of the game, which kind of means you can complete it at will. We're not going to do that because, you know, we don't want to make it too easy for ourselves. But if I do start struggling, maybe we'll go and just grab a load of lives and then we can play to our heart's content. These wheels are annoying. They're a bit fast. They're just a bit too fast. Boom. I love the explosion effects. Like, it's almost as if the rest of the game's rendered in nice high detail and the explosions are just like, we're from the NES era. Thanks, explosions. You keep it retro. Keep it old school. Nice. Free bananas. Yep, just jump off the edge, mate. That's fine. So we're back to the save point. We've got both of our monkeys. And... Go, go, go. Right. Don't take the tyre. It's useless. We're doing better this time. Probably. I do love the theming of this game. Like, the underwater level's great, the jungle bits are great, this bit is great. If there's anything I want to say for tonight's stream, it is this game is just a wonderful game. Okay. We got him back. It's good. I'm destined to do that okay, that's new. That's new. Just lose both of them to the vulture. Why not? Yeah, you're right. I think the original Crash Bandicoot does have a bit of this kind of feel, like the sort of Aztec sort of temple kind of exploration feel, definitely. Especially with like the Ooga Booga masks and whatnot. They've probably got a proper name, but you know, I did play Crash in my youth. I liked it as well. It was just one of those things that never really clicked as one of my favourite games. Same as Spyro. I think Spyro is great. I just never got to playing it super seriously. Right, let's avoid the vulture. That's our task for this little bit, is just avoid being hit by the vulture. Go, go, go. Right, good. So this wheel has a massive range. So the idea is going to be jump on this snake, crouch, wait for the perfect opportunity, jump on this snake. Okay, okay, sprites, you interact. And then the wheel doesn't come back. And we're as far as we've ever been on this stage, which is worrying. Okay, and squash the vulture. Okay, don't squash the vulture. Just, apparently vultures are, okay. This game is just, okay. As I was about to say, this game is full of challenges. It becomes even more full of challenges. Oh, that's a jump. Okay. It's all about timing. This game just loves throwing things at me, doesn't it? We're doing alright, though. We are doing alright. I don't want your bananas. Yes! Yeah, we found the meaning of life, Nick. You just have to listen to Ixnay on the Armbar if you want to find it too. Time for Necky's Nuts. Oh, it's a boss stage. I forgot. Does anyone remember Nobby's Nuts? They used to have like aggressive TV marketing campaigns for those. I think they were just like pub nuts, but... Okay. Okay, penalise us a life even though we didn't actually get hit by that nut. There we go. We've killed a flamingo. That's the meaning of life, is just murder them, I suppose. Probably not, though. Time for Vine Valley. It's alright, because we are going to upload the stream, what they called VOD, Video on Demands, to YouTube, just not at the same time as we stream them on Twitch, because... reasons. There are reasons. AJ can explain if he wants. I do not have a way with words. Oh, more barrels. Okay, are we going to fire ourselves at this vulture? Yes. Well, that did him. And vultured. It's a good way to get revenge on these annoying vultures. And they give us a little like jump boost as well, so it's worth doing. So this is more of a piano based tune from David Wise. Not one of the classics, but it's okay. So we have to time it right in sequence so that we bounce off all of the vultures. Yes. Okay. Donkey Kong, where have you gone? I like Vulture Culture as a name for a level. Like, it's like Culture Vulture, but the other way around, you know. See what you did there. Right. Vulture Murder. We're going to leave that one alone. More Vulture Murder. Nice, more vulture murder. This is just a stage full of vulture murder. Ah, every time with your nuts. Go away. Again, it's about timing. What culture? We do not speak of what culture. For several reasons. Okay, rushing through Donkey Kong stages is just never a good idea. I need to remind myself of this every time I play a Donkey Kong stage. My instinct was to jump. I'm sure the Nintendo executives have just sat down and been like, right, what is Nay going to do at this stage? Let's put something there that means he can't do what he wants to do. I appreciate the challenge, Nintendo, but you know, just go easy on me. I've had a busy week. You really have to get the lift off their wings, otherwise you just fall down a hole, really. Nice. So we have to wait until they're in the perfect formation, and then... Nice. This one's a little bit harder. Okay, okay, okay. We nearly missed that as well. Gonna try and get the save point. We got the save point. It's worth doing because half a level is a lot easier to do than the entire level in one go. Nice. Ah, the jump. Every time I go to jump, there is a vulture there spewing a nut at me. Do they even... Oh. Do vultures even eat nuts? Twitch is being a flannel for you. Well, I apologise that Twitch is being a flannel for you. It's usually quite good to me when I watch streams, but I don't know whether that's my internet or Twitch itself. I don't know quite how the share of the blame works. Right, let's avoid being nutted. Do vultures actually eat nuts? Because I'm sure they like circle over meat that's dead. That's a vulture thing, right? Ah, I knew we were going to get nutted somehow. It's tough. It really is tough. I've got a plan, though. If we lose all our lives here, I've got a plan. So, fear not. We will play more of this game, whether we like it or not. And we do like it. We do like this game. It's a wonderful game. Okay. Tough gap. You have to like remember to keep pressing forward, which is something that I never really do in platformers, because it can also be your downfall. Like that, we fell down. That was our downfall. So what I am going to do is switch to my 30% file and see where we are there, because more levels really, isn't it? Now how do we get to, what's the next stage? Maybe it's down here. No? Caves? Or maybe it's Funky's flights. Maybe we fly to somewhere. I'm confused. Right, let's go to Funky's flights and see where we can fly. Oh yeah, I see. So we're going to go to Creme Croc Industries Incorporated and Oil Drum Alley, which I remember is an incredibly difficult stage. So why am I playing it on stream? We don't know. But we're going to have a go. I mean, it's not like Dark Souls difficult. Like, I'm not... It's just very precise platforming, and, you know, I don't really have that much platformer skill. I enjoy them. And, you know, I've completed Super Mario World, so I'm not terrible at them. But at the same time, they just take that much extra learning of stages. And this one's based on, like, flaming oil barrels, so there's that. If you notice, there's parallax scrolling with the chains in the foreground, and the background scrolls, like, independently of them. That's a lovely depth effect that you get, which, I mean, for the SNES, it's really nice and 3D. I'm not sure if this uses any, like, not Mode 7, but you know what I mean, like the Super Effects chip and all those sort of SNES things to make SNES games look that much better. Probably does, if I'm honest. This guy's gonna... I thought that'd happen, but we've got him straight back. Yeah. Alright, big boost. What do we got? We got a tyre. Do not lose the... Okay. Okay. I don't want to lose the tyre because I feel like we're gonna need it, but interesting strategy, Donkey Kong. Just right. Let's hope we don't need the tyre then, because I've lost it. Okay, we can jump over that without a tyre. That's good. We can jump over that. We can't jump over him, the blue boy. He got us. Right. I forgot how hard Oil Drum Alley is, and I sort of kicking myself for it now, but it's okay. We can do this. We're gonna get a bit further. It's got some really wonderful stages though, like even when the stages are annoying you, they're good. It's the sign of a good game. Got to avoid this. Are they raccoons? Are they rats? Does anyone know what they are? I know it's a weird time to ask it, but I was just looking at their tails and I was like, that doesn't look like a rat to me, but at the same time, it would make sense if it was a rat. Okay, TNT plus fire equals big explosion. That really should have clicked earlier in my head. It's hard as well when you go off screen to estimate where you're going to end up. That being said, we're doing fine. We're going to actually take this tyre with us this time. I don't know if it's going to be any help. Every time, these blue boys. Right, down the stairs. And try and roll it all the way to wherever we're going to need it. Although, that's not a great place for it to be. Right, well, we're going to abandon our tyre. And hope that we don't need it. Maybe it's just to get the O. I think it might just be to get that O. Save point. Oh yeah, okay, we're halfway-ish through the level. So that's good. It's a good start. What's here? Nothing. Great. So there's this guy. He's Barrel Boy. Barrely Boy, I guess. We got these blue ones. We're going to go underneath them. Because that's more timing than it is skill. I find anything involving skill is just a bit too much for me. That has missed completely. Oh, they've come to join me. Thanks, blue guys. Cheers for that. Wonderful. One moment, because like the true old man I am, my joints are going once again. I really need to get like a proper chair and streaming setup. Like streaming from your bed is just amateur at best. Oh. That being said, we're fully stretched out. The yoga has worked. And it's going to spur us on to victory in Oil Drum Alley. There's got to be something difficult at the end of this stage. I wouldn't have left it for no reason on this exact level. There's got to be something that's just too hard for me to do. I'm interested to find out what it is. Because sometimes you'll come back to games and you'll just end up doing far better at them than you ever could before. I mean, that was the case for me with Crazy Taxi. I hadn't fully completed Crazy Taxi because there's like a little minigame mode in it called Crazy Box. And I hadn't completed that bit of it. Is this where we were supposed to use the tyre? Never mind. Oh dear, oh dear. Hadn't planned on that happening. But yeah, there was a mode called Crazy Box where you do little mini games and that with your taxi, and the last thing of that was like a full lap of the entire map, and I could never do it. I just run out of time, and I was thinking this is impossible. But turns out it isn't. And a few sessions with a friend, and I ended up completing Crazy Taxi about 19 years after it first came out. So there's always time to get better at games. Alright, we've got to watch out for the barrel. There it is. Okay. It's some tough platforming. It's not super tough, but it's just expecting things. Like, expect the unexpected, but also expect the entirely expected as well. We just yeeted Donkey Kong there. Diddy Kong. Oh, great. Look, that pipe is... I'm glad I can line up my jump. There's a pipe in the way. And go. And go. Oh, that's fire. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not a problem. We're doing okay. There we go. As long as there's no more double fire jumps before we get Diddy Kong back. Oh, those are barrels. Okay, 2 barrels. 3 barrels. I don't know, man. Can you jump on those? If you can jump on those, I think we'll do okay. Right, here we go. I think the stages are just long enough that you slightly forget the order of what's coming as well, which is another slightly difficult thing about this. It's only slightly difficult. It's not, like I say, it's not Dark Souls, but it's also, when you're very slightly clumsy, it's not the game to be playing. Right, we've got him. Gonna go underneath. I forgot the button for running. After an hour and 30 minutes of playing the game, I just got the buttons completely wrong. It's fine though. What I'm thinking is, let's play some snow levels. What could be more fun than the snow? Snow Barrel Blast. Nice, we got another vulture. He can just exist. You know, they're fine when they're not trying to attack us. I'm only bothered when they're trying to, like, kill us, really. Oh, hey. Oh, that was... Oh. I should have grabbed the extra life while I was there. I knew they were leading up to something. Okay, the ice is a little bit slippery, but it's not as bad as some ice levels. Like, ice levels in video games in general, especially rally games... I know they're not levels, they're stages, but, you know, ice levels in rally games, yeah. Oh. Well, that's the thing that happened. So, yeah, as you can see, the difficulty curve in Donkey Kong Country is a steep one. That being said, it's not completely impossible, it's just you need to start learning the stages and really tightening your platforming if you want to get through. I do want to get... Oh, I see. Okay. And jump. And throw your nephew down a hole. You wouldn't hear that anywhere else. And there we go. Right. Just keep a track of the vultures. Every time we just slide into a vulture up there. Okay. Now if we get this wrong, we just fire ourselves down a hole. Luckily we didn't do that. So we got some turquoise mini crocodiles. They're like the powered up version of the green ones. We've got a green wasp, because of course. Straight into one of them. So I think maybe this is going to be our last set of lives. Only because I've got to... I was going to say I've got to some hard stages, but really it's just me being incredibly clumsy. Luckily, we can change what stage we play. So this is Slip Slide Ride. It's the one after the one that we just couldn't do. This one's a lot more icy actually, it feels very slippery. But it's based on these ropes, icy ropes. There's an armadillo. He's going to roll after us. But we'll be fine. Yeah, so they slide all the way up these ropes. And if you don't let go, I think... Oh, where do they... They do stop. Okay, that's fine. I thought they might, like, insta-kill you. There we go. We got the K. We got the special K. That's a downward rope. So there's upward ropes and downward ropes. That's an armadillo. Imagine if this was... Oh, okay. That was no time to be rubbing my eyes. I was going to say, imagine if this was how lifts worked. Just... Oh. I thought we got stuck then for a moment. But we're fine. Down here? Yeah, okay. Oh, let's get him. That's a real Donkey Kong Country thing where you can just slide into enemies. It's kind of a I don't know, it's like a knock-on effect. It's not a bad thing, it's just something you have to be aware of. There is a lot of snow on this level. Like, so much snow, I'm struggling to see anything. This is almost like white noise, the video game. Oh, that's better. Okay, the snow has cleared somewhat. I didn't know I was supposed to be jumping for a rope, so I'm glad that one came. Look at how far he slides. Look at how he takes a nut to the face. Let's try Croctopus Chase. Ah, it's the underwater theme again. Okay, he's chasing me. We need to move. Come on, Diddy. Come on, Diddy. Come on, Diddy. We need to go. It's important that we move. Go, go, go. Okay, okay. Oh, he followed us. Okay, cheers for that, Octopus Man. If we have learned nothing else from this stream, it's that I'm fairly clumsy when it comes to type platforming, but Donkey Kong Country is a wonderful game with wonderful music, and it's just fun to play. It's a nice nostalgia trip. It takes you back to some of the best graphics on the SNES, and yeah, it's been fun. Obviously, this is the first of many Throwback Thursdays. I'm going to be setting up the Armbar Arcade Discord very soon, so maybe I will take some suggestions on there of what to play for Throwback Thursdays. I hope you've all had fun, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you again for many more Throwback Thursdays. But for now, I think that's going to do us. We got to the very difficult stages, and we still couldn't do them, so maybe some practice is needed, and we'll come back to Donkey Kong Country at some point. But it's goodbye from me, and goodbye from Throwback Thursdays, and Donkey Kong, I suppose. See you later.